This is Transforce96 here. In the video, I'm going to be talking about some newly shown products at San Diego Comic-Con 2017. This time, talking about the Diamond Select figures. So they did show, a variety of figures at the convention right now. However, most of them we've already seen. So this video is really just going to be talking about the new ones, being Gladiator Thor and Gladiator Hulk from Thor Ragnarok. These, we didn't know that they were going to do them already. They've been on pre-order for a while, but just silhouette pictures are the only thing that we've had as of yet. So now we can actually see the full figures. So let's talk about them. Starting off with Thor. Thor doesn't look too great. I mean, I think that both of these are posed horribly. I don't know, who set these up, but they don't have much experience. Thor looks awful. He's so, standing like straight up and down. It looks like a cheap doll. It's very strange. And I don't know how much of it is due to the pose and how much of it is actually the figure. I feel like in a nice pose, this could look like a decent figure, but overall, I don't think it's anything too great. I think the head looks pretty small. I think that the shoulders are kind of out too wide, and then the torso is a little too slender as well. So I think that there's just some issues with proportions. The paint on him looks really good, especially in the pants area by the thighs. That looks wonderful. Like the shading that they did in each of those creases really makes him pop and look really natural and very cool. So there's some really nice paint work done here. However, the figure itself doesn't look that great. And then he seems to be pretty lacking in accessories too. He comes with a pair of fists. Behind him, I imagine that's his sword, and then he has like an electric accessory, which is kind of neat. I certainly hope that he comes with a shield, and then because he's not a particularly large figure, I definitely hope that he comes with a base, because Diamond Select really does bases unless the figure is rather large, and this certainly isn't a very large figure at all, so I would definitely hope that he comes with a base. I probably won't get this one, just because I'm going to get the Marvel Legends one, and I really don't see anything here that tempts me at all. Like, this doesn't excite me in the slightest, so if I did get this one, it would purely to go along and fit better in scale with the Hulk figure. That's the only reason I get this as a companion piece, unless it comes with some incredible accessories that they're not showing here. But if this is really all that he comes with, that's pretty light on accessories too, so that's pretty disappointing. Going over the much more interesting one, in my opinion, that's the Gladiator Hulk. The Gladiator Hulk looks really cool. Again, he's not posed very well, though. I mean, look at that right arm. The way that they have his arm not, in line with they have his hand not in line with the upper part of his arm. I so want to just reach through the screen and just twist his arm so that it looks nice, but unfortunately it just looks awful. But nonetheless, you can see that's a nice looking figure, and then when somebody that's competent poses it, I'm sure it's going to look great. So I'm pretty excited for this one. I think the head sculpt looks very cool. He looks very intense as well, and I do love the fact that he comes with two head sculpts, one obviously wearing his helmet. My only issue is he's got the same expression with both head sculpts. I would really love for one of them to be yelling. A lot of companies seem to be doing that. Hot Toys and Mezco, their figures, one head sculpt's yelling, one's regular. So I would have liked to see them do that here. Unfortunately, they didn't. But nonetheless, I still think it looks awesome. The painting on him looks very nice. You can see some nice shading throughout his skin tone, and then the tattoos look very good. And I love the purple and blue that they've added. I don't think I've seen another company do the purple this vibrant. It's very bright. I think it looks cool. It fits the Thor Ragnarok color scheme, so I very much like it. And then his two weapons look very cool. I do like the rusting in the corners, in all the edges of the detail there. I think that looks very nice. And he obviously he's not going to come with a base, but that's because he's a massive figure and he comes with 3 accessories, so that's pretty perfect in my opinion. I don't really need anything extra than that. And his articulation looks pretty solid. Standard for Diamond Select. Looks like he's got a ball joint head, ball hinge shoulders, swivel at the bicep, single hinge elbows, hinge swivel wrist. There's probably a ball joint upper torso there. I could imagine that being relatively limited though. Ball jointed thighs, which I would imagine are limited. Well, they're not quite ball jointed thighs. They're the thighs that can hinge out and hinge forward. And then he'll have a swivel at the thigh there. Double hinge knees, which is very nice, especially since he's so bulky in the knee area. And then single hinge ankles. With hopefully they've added a bit of of a rocker there, but I don't see it. But overall, this looks like a really cool figure. Definitely plan to get it, especially since, Diamond Select's price range is pretty reasonable. I mean, this is going to be a $25 figure, and the weight of it, I'm sure, will be very hefty and very good in general. So I'm very excited for this. There's a lot of companies making Gladiator Hulk figures, so you're going to kind of have to pick and choose. Personally, what I plan to do is I'm excited for the Thor Ragnarok Marvel Legends wave, so I'm going to get that whole wave, and therefore I'll be completing that Build-A-Figure, and then I plan to get this Diamond Select one. The Mezco one is possibly the best looking one in my opinion, but I really don't collect Mezco, and I'm not going to pick that one up, or at least I don't have plans to at the moment. And then the Hot Toys one looks kind of fun, but it's not necessary in my opinion. So I plan to get the Marvel Legends and the Diamond Select ones, and I'm thinking about getting the 3 3/4 inch one too. That looks like a cool one as well. So that's my picks for the Gladiator Hulks that I plan to get. I'd love to hear which ones you guys plan to get and what you guys think of the Gladiator Hulk and Gladiator Thor figures from Diamond Select. One definitely looks a little bit better than the other. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thanks so much for watching.